What's up guys, Jordan Bregel here with another Bregel Motivation video. In this video I want to talk to each of you about your attitude and your mindset, especially whenever we're getting into starting our own business or your own personal brand or affiliate marketing or whatever it is that you do, that you start working out on your own. People are going to come along and they're going to criticize you. This is probably one of the hardest things to deal with. And the reason being is that people don't want to see other people succeed. Instead of lifting them up and pushing them forward and moving them forward, they really don't want to see other people succeed. Okay, so here's what you're going to come across once you start trying to do your own business thing, okay? Or, working for yourself at the very least, or becoming anything, to be honest. This happens a lot when you just start succeeding at anything that you do. Number one is people are going to criticize you. They're going to try to pick out your flaws, your faults, the things that you do wrong. They're going to start watching you, okay? And this is part of the process. Don't get discouraged, because here's what you're going to do whenever somebody attempts to try to criticize you. First, you need to remember that your critics are probably no more successful than you are. Actually, they're probably worse off than you are. This is why they criticize you in the first place, okay? They either want to be in the position that you're in because you're very close to your success, or they have, and number two, they have no life, and they have nothing better to do other than try to pull you down and pull you apart for you wanting to succeed, or for you being successful. Okay? Most people, they think inside the box. They don't think the way that most successful business people do, which is the number one reason why they're successful. It's because they think outside of the box, they get creative, they do things not most people would do. This is why there's tons of poor people, because they're all plain. They all do the same thing. They choose a career, they go to college for it, or they go to like a technical school for it, or they learn a skill from somebody else, and they stick with that for the rest of their life. But getting back to the point here on criticism and haters, those two things are probably the most likely reason. But in my mind, whenever somebody tries to criticize me, I think, well, if you are so smart, and you are so all-knowing, and you are so mighty and powerful, then why are you not the one succeeding at what, in your life? You're still just as average as anybody else, just as average as me, until I'm done, until I've pushed forward and past that line. They're not all that great. Okay, so you need to remember that. The next mindset thing that you need to do is you need to constantly remind yourself that you can do this. And you can. Trust me, you can do this. Anybody could. They just don't have the right mindset, which is what we're talking about. You can do it. As long as you put yourself to it and you learn about what you're doing as much as possible, you can and you will do it. And you'll probably do it better than anybody else, because I can tell you right now, 99% of people don't have that mindset. 1% do, and that 1% is millionaires and above. This is Warren Buffett, one of the most richest, smartest guys out there. He owns Berkshire Hathaway. He used to sell magazines door to door just to get enough money to buy a game machine, a pinball machine, and stick it in barbershops. And then once that pinball machine made enough, he bought some more. Then he did go to school, but school doesn't matter. Whether you go to school or not, it doesn't matter. What matters is how much do you want it. There's all these people, oh, college is a waste of time. That's not technically true. It depends on the person. But Warren Buffett, he went to college, but that's not what made him. What made him is that drive, that passion, that motivation. That's what made Warren Buffett. So that's the second thing. You need to remind yourself every day, every morning, every afternoon, and every night, you're going to succeed at what you're trying to do. I don't know exactly what all of you are trying to do, maybe you should comment down below and let me know. But no matter what, whether you do or don't, if you're trying to accomplish something, even moving up in your job, you have to remind yourself that you can. And then here's the third thing, number 3, the last thing real quick, is that knowledge is power. You have to be a learning machine. If you have to invest in some cheap courses on Udemy like I did with digital marketing and Instagram marketing, then by all means do that. If you're better at reading books rather than a visual learner, if you're more like a written learner, reading learner, do that. If you're an audio learner, I have audiobooks out the ass. I'm currently right now listening to Dan Locke's FU Money. Pretty interesting book. But you have to be a learning machine. Learn about your niche. Even if you're already passionate about it, learn some more. Learn the latest trends in it, the latest topics, the latest things that you can, and then start applying that to that Facebook page and that email list that I showed in the last video. That is how you succeed. That is the mindset you need to succeed. So go out there and do it. Succeed. I want people to succeed, especially the underdogs. The underdogs are the ones I really want. The ones, the former drug addicts, the former alcoholics, the former gamblers, the former, who knows. I want those are the people that I want to succeed, because those are the people that's somewhat like me, who came from a bad position in life, and they finally decided enough is enough. You don't want to work for somebody anymore, or if you are working for somebody, you want to be the best person that guy's or girl has ever seen. Basically, everything you do should turn to gold. That's what we're building here. So get to it. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun shit. Actually, you know what? It doesn't even matter. As long as you're just watching this video, it doesn't even matter. So I'll see you guys in the next video. We're going to keep going on, learning some more cool shit on how to make some money online. Jordan Briegel out. Thanks for watching the video. Peace.